Now Sara Peters is going to come up here. So a big round of applause for Sara. Come on up, Sara.
Assume I can do this. Okay. Link is holding aloft the Ocarina of Time when it happens. And I am transfixed because it's 1999 and The Legend of Zelda, The Ocarina of Time is the greatest video game ever. It's visually stunning and has this gorgeous, stirring storyline. So I'm sitting on my bed enchanted when I'm bleeding. But more accurately, I have bled. In a fraction of a second, I have bled through my panties, through my jeans, through the quilt, through the sheet, and onto the mattress. And I stumble to the bathroom to assess the situation, and I see that what has just come out of my body is not red like blood, it's black, like death. And I have no idea what's happening to me. I call my boyfriend, he says, we're going to the health center. They run a bunch of tests on me and tell me to come back the next day for the results. So the next day, I'm sitting in the doctor's office thinking, please, God, don't let me have an STD. Don't let me be pregnant. Just let it be cancer. Please, God, give me cancer. And the doctor comes in and very kindly says, well, Sara, you're perfectly healthy, but your pregnancy test was positive. Tears. Immediately, I am in tears, and a word appears in my head: abortion. I have always been pro-choice, but I had never thought that would be my choice. And yet there it is, the very first thing that springs to mind, stark, all caps, and I cry harder. And somewhere in the background, I hear the doctor saying that the pregnancy test measures hormone levels, but based on what I experienced, they think I might have had a miscarriage, and we'd have to have an ultrasound to be certain. So I wipe my eyes, I schedule the appointment, and I prepare for the ultrasound, which means that I have to consume some absurd quantity of water so that by the time the appointment comes, I have to pee bad. I am squirming in my seat, I'm like in intense pain. I'm thinking, oh my God, I'm gonna pee all over the floor. And finally they call me in to the ultrasound room. And I am thinking, I'm expecting the smiling nurse rubbing something on my belly, and we look at the baby in the screen. But no, it is nothing like that. I am in a dark room on a metal table with a very angry-looking woman with a giant wand. And without any warning whatsoever, she just sticks it inside me and starts poking around like she's having a fucking fencing match inside my uterus. And I'm like, lady, if you were not careful, I am going to piss all over your face. She does not respond to that. She doesn't show me anything. She doesn't tell me anything. She does not say a word. She just takes off her gloves and walks out the door. I was already scared, but now I feel violated and dirty. So I slink out of the room, pee, which is glorious, and begin the wait because it is now Friday and we won't have results until Monday. All weekend, I find myself talking to her. I don't know why I say her, I know it's a girl. I know her name. I know her face. I know she will disappoint me by becoming a cheerleader in high school. I read books to her. I point out pretty flowers to her, and I tell her, baby, you don't want us as your parents. We're not ready. We're not ready for you. And I try to explain it to her so that she'll forgive me. Monday comes. I'm back in the health center. My boyfriend and I are holding hands, looking at each other with so much love and so much fear. They call my name up, and the loudest woman in America announces to the entire waiting room, Sara Peters, ultrasound results. Nope, no baby in there. Must have been a miscarriage. All right, honey, have a good day. I know, so we're like, oh, okay, let's get the hell out of here. We get out into the sunshine, and relief. There's definitely relief because we're off the hook. We don't have to make that choice between confess to our families how irresponsible we've been, change our lives forever, or do this one gruesome, selfish, irreversible thing. And I feel guilt because I already knew what that choice would have been. And also for me, loss because all those things I'd said to her over the past few days, she'd never heard them because she wasn't there. But in the crushing depression that follows, I cling to and complete The Legend of Zelda, the Ocarina of Time, and I weep. I weep, partially because it really was an amazing game, but partially, I think, because I still just really need to cry. Thank you.